weekend project. I think I'm kind of done with this. I'm just done taking it back on, off, and on and off, and on and off. I think I'm just going to weld this thing down and call it a day. I really wanted to do a nice, fine paint job on this car and everything else. And there's just too much going on right now for me to even consider that. So I think we're just going to get it welded down and throw some primer on it and make it move under its own power for now. But yeah, I just don't think that there's enough time at this point to continue chasing this. We just need to make sure everybody in the yard's running, ready to go. You know, maybe in the future, or you never know, it may be up for sale pretty soon, along with everything else around here. So anyways, we'll get back to it at some point. Alright, it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. A little more hammer and dolly to lift that weld. She'll come out. She'll get perfect. I said I was kind of done with this idea, so yeah, I've tacked it down, and now we're going to throw some inner fenders back in that I cut previously, and just get moving along with this project. We need to get it in a better state than it is. So here we go. Is it solid? I would say it's about as solid as it's going to get. We'll do some seam sealer, and that'll be the end of it. Well, there it is. We're going to call it a day. This is the first time this thing's been on its wheels in quite some time. It's hard to try to get you a good shot of what's going on with this thing being in this tight garage. Got it down about as low as I want. So it's a coupe. The back section of the body is on. It only took us about 7 months to decide to replace that. So I'd say about 80% of the metal work is done at this point. That is not body work, that is only metal work. So there's still a lot of little dings and dents and everything else to do. But there she is.